As citizens of Dubai, we find ourselves discussing the diversity of Dubai abroad. We consider ourselves to be both open-minded and lucky to live in such a melting pot of cultures. We find that we know about places and cultures many have not heard of. We pride ourselves on this understanding and lack of prejudice. You may believe that this is true. However, what were you thinking the moment I started speaking? The voice doesn't match the face. And this proves to me that we aren't nearly as unstereotypical as we consider ourselves to be. We are on the blind side, blind to our stereotyping. Unfortunately, stereotyping has become a bit of a societal norm. I won't touch on racial profiling, as that's another phenomena. As individuals, we are told to conform to the societal laws that dictate how we should speak and when we should speak. We are told to rid ourselves of the individuality. We are told to rid ourselves of the individuality and the integrity that make up who we are as we are on the road to success. We are told to rid ourselves of the pronunciation that contributes to who we are. We are told to rid ourselves of the essence of who we are and the affinity of where we're from through our words for liability and credibility and conforming to the normal. We judge, and we judge, and we judge. Why is it that when an individual born in such a vibrant atmosphere sees an individual who appears to be of Indian ancestry and immediately assume that they roll their R's and interchange their V's and W's? Why is it that when I slightly exaggerate my enunciation, you feel safe for trusting me with your financial matters, safe for trusting me with your wealth? Why do we stereotype status based on a factor that we cannot fathom as being environmentally based? When I slightly change my diction, you immediately assume that I walk around with a head filled with laughing gas and I serve absolutely no purpose in life other than conforming to pop culture. When I use the word you deem big, you immediately assume that I've pursued an education and you congratulate me for that. When I change my tone a bit slightly to a darker tone, you immediately make assumptions about the dark familial life I've had growing up. You tell me that I should be nationalistic, but not too nationalistic. You tell me to rid myself of that nationalism and that pronunciation that contributes to who I am and what I've been through for the sake of success. But when I make it to the top, you tell me, why haven't I been nationalistic? Why haven't I stuck to the pronunciation that reflects my life? I'm damned if I do, and I'm damned if I don't. When I change it a bit slightly, you immediately assume that I'm a happy soul, a little happy, lucky soul, frolicking through the rainbows, but at the same time, I'm looking for a purpose in life. It's a yes and a no. Why do we ridicule individuals we have just met on the premise of their pronunciation? Why do we stereotype based on a factor that's completely and utterly environmental? In school, we're taught to speak in a certain manner, yet we're told to maintain our individuality. We're told to find ourselves whilst holding an affinity to where we're from. Yet, when we're of age, we are thrown into the world and we are told to choose a degree. We are told to pursue our future. And as we pursue our future, more and more of our individuality is taken away until we make it to the top, when we're shamed and told, why did you give up on who you were? I have a dream bigger than me, a dream that I've only recently accepted as a potential reality. A dream to go to a prestigious university, a dream to read law, a dream to reinstate that equality and justice in the world, a dream to make the world an equal place for everyone of all ages, races, ethnicities, and pronunciations. However, there are factors that limit me from that, as we are judging. But as we're here today, why don't we change that? Why don't we break the cycle? Please listen to me. We are on the blind side, blind to this ignorance that prevents equality. I ask of you, the next time you speak to someone, please go in blank. Maybe you won't be as blind as you are.